Well, good afternoon, everyone. Good evening. I'm Paula Boland, and this is Money Manifesting Monday. Hope you all are doing well. I'm here to talk about the love of my life, talking about manifesting and money. So, money and manifesting. And tonight, very quickly, we're going to dive into this topic that I call wealth activation. And a lot of us, not me, I'm not in this space, but I have been in the past, kind of loping along and being focused on what's wrong, why you don't have any money, why there isn't ever enough, why you make money and then something weird always happens and takes all the money away. Anybody identify with that? I have been in that space in the past, and I'm going to tell you something true. That space is not helping you activate your wealth. You're thinking about what you don't have. You're thinking about what's not working. You're thinking about that you're no good. You're thinking about that you don't have any value. What if, what if, what if, what if? And you're thinking about all of the stuff that's in the past. Your bad emotions are very connected. Y'all write this down. Your bad or not bad, but your negative emotions. I said bad, but it should be negative emotions like sadness or frustrations, anxiety, all of those emotions are coming from your reflection on the past. Please be aware of that. And so you cannot activate your wealth based on what happened in the past. So I'm going to give you a little formula today, and I'm going to activate your wealth along with you. When you leave here today, whether you're watching a replay later, if you are watching the replay later, just type in #replay. And please interact with me live if you are on with me right now. I'd love to interact with you. So if you want to have a wealth activation when you leave here today, you will have the tools. You should feel an uplifting in your vibration. I am doing this behind the scenes for you on purpose right now. It's one of my huge specialties. A lot of my clients do really well financially very fast because of what they learn with me, but also because I teach them to evaluate and be in better vibration in their world. Everything is energy. If you start seeing people as energy, people that as an energy ball, you can start to evaluate if that's an energy you want to be around. And you can also you can also start to evaluate that energy is there to gift you. Anyone and everyone has an energy to gift you. And many, many times, people's energy is there to gift you also in your finances, in your wealth. All right. So by the time we end today, the outcomes are going to be you're going to be activated for your wealth. You're going to know what to do to keep the activation. Your vibrations are going to be higher. And you're going to start bringing in the stuff, the money, right? Who's in for that? Say yes. Okay. So first of all, some of these concepts, some of you are into this stuff, so interact with me. And those of you who are new or learning this stuff, interact with me too. The more you interact, the more it's going to activate you. So the first part of your wealth activation is you being in gratitude. It is the secret sauce to creating the money that you want. Seeing things as energy and being grateful for the energy is so important. And getting out of that lack-based stuff, that focus on what's wrong, that focus on what you don't like, that focus on why it doesn't work, that focus on yourself of why you're broken, what you don't like about yourself. Getting out of that, which is past-based thinking, and into future thoughts. Now, this is the key. If you want to activate your wealth, the only way that the energy of wealth can come to you is from now into the future. So what you want to do is you want to create the future now. And I know that sounds confusing, but remember when you were a little kid and you used to imagine things, and you would like run around and imagine yourself as queen, or imagine yourself as whatever, whatever, swimming in a pool and you didn't have a pool. It was so alive for you. It was alive for you. You could imagine it and live into it. So what you want to do to activate your wealth is get clear. It doesn't have to be like down to the how it's going to come to you and where you're going to get it, but an amount of money, how the wealth is going to look. And by the way, wealth is money, and it's okay for us women to talk about money. It is okay for you to think about money. It is okay for you to have money. It's not selfish. It's not greedy. And women have a hard time with it. So you got to get over that. So get into imagining that luxury, that opulence, that stuff you want, and the money, and how you want to live, and how it feels, and the beauty you would create. All of that is a part of wealth. And go pretend. This is the easiest way to do this, is living into the future, taking the now into the future and bringing it back to you. That's a quantum leap. All right. So we just pretend, go be that little kid again, have fun, pretend it's all there, and live into it more than 1 minute. You've got to focus into this and get excited and get happy and get involved in it. The more that you can pretend into your wealth, the more you can live into it as if it is now and create it now, the faster it brings it to you. You are activating it, all right? And then as you're pretending, as you're imagining, as you're getting clearer and clearer, while you're doing that, what will happen is you also get grateful for it, that it's here, that it's happening. And there's some scientific stuff that happens behind the scenes, all right? So there's this place in your brain called the ascending reticular formation. And that is actually what wakes you up in the morning. When you start to imagine, your ascending reticular formation gets activated, like you've woken it up, right? And what that ascending reticular formation does not know the difference between you imagining and you living it, all right? And so you are activating this part of your brain that creates, that is what wakes you up in the morning, gets you going, and most of us, instead of thinking about what we want and getting excited about the day, we pull out our phones, we think about who we're mad at, we think about all that stuff, we get back into the lack-based thinking. If you would just imagine more and get that ascending reticular formation in your brain, the part of your brain that does that, more involved in what you want, in imagining what you want, being part of what you want, creating the now into the future instead of the now into the past. So much of what you are doing right now is past-based thinking. And that's why you feel bad, that's why you feel icky, and that's why you keep getting lack. So what we want to do is on purpose, imagine and use the imagination as if it's real right now, and be grateful for it, okay? That is the activation. That is the wealth activation, all right? So this is a pretty simple process. I'm not gonna go too deep into it because I'm not gonna keep you on here for a long, long time. This should excite you. I would love you to type on in, what is it wealth-wise that you want? Do you wanna have like a house with a pool looking out on the ocean, a vacation home? Do you wanna have like $50 million in the bank? Maybe all of the above. Let's get into it and play. Let's get into and imagine it. And I'm going to tell you something. The more you do this, the more you're training your brain to expect it and be better at it. When you first start, you're probably not going to be good at it because you're so used to being in the past thinking and thinking what is wrong is what is wrong with you, what is wrong with everything. Why don't you have enough? Why does it never work out? And what your brain is really used to that. So when you first start to imagine and pretend and get back into that childlike state of fun and acting as if you have it, embodying it as they use this word, that activation, putting it out into the quantum field is the activation, that visualization of it. When you start doing this, it's not going to be as easy because you're not used to it. So I would tell you every single day, set a timer for 5 minutes and imagine the wealth you want just for 5 minutes and stay with it. You might float off and go back into something else, but bring yourself back. And the more you do it, the more you will start to see it come and more and more and more. All right. I promise you. I absolutely promise you, because what you're doing is you're making the parts of your brain, which are kind of dormant right now, wake back up and wake you up, and then look for the energy of it and actually like tie a bow on it and create it to bring it to you in the quantum field. All right. So you will start to create more of the money, more of the wealth, more of what you want in your life. You sitting around thinking about what's wrong with you, what's wrong with everybody else, what's wrong with your life, why don't you have enough, why don't you have enough money, is what is being created. More of that, right? So what we want to do is 5 minutes a day, involve yourself in the pretend, in the imagination, in having it all the way you want it. Yes, thank you for this. I want unlimited amounts of money being deposited in my account. Hey, by the way, Joyce, thank you so much for saying that. I'm so glad you said that, because what I want you to do is leave here today. I'm not going to be on here long, a few more minutes. I usually come on Mondays, 6 o'clock for about 15, 20 minutes. And then we move on. We just have a lot of fun, watch the replay during the week. And so I'm not going to be on here long time about this, but yes, the imagination, yes, get it activated, get that ascending reticular formation going again. Yes, get into pretend. Yes, get into the wealth and into the quantum field. All of that is to yes, right? So what I want you to do though is add in an affirmation to this. And Joyce, I'm going to give you an affirmation I want you to add in. Oh, love, eat, pray, love. Yes. So here's an affirmation, Joyce, I want you to add in. I want you to be saying, I am so happy and grateful. Remember, I said grateful is a key to this. It is the trick. It is the key that opens it all up, because that gratitude energy is so high and it's so easily achieved that you can bring it along with you wherever you go. All right. I'm so happy and grateful now that I am receiving large sums of money being deposited in my account easily and quickly at all times to the benefit of all. I'm so happy and grateful now that large sums of money are coming to me easily, quickly, and deposited in my account to the benefit of all. And you can add also this in, Joyce, that you say that I get to spend, I get to keep, because sometimes when we don't put it out there, we're going to give it away for a bill we owe, right? So I get to spend, keep, invest, and use joyously. So that is such a wonderful affirmation that you can start using about that being deposited into your account. That, and put the imagination along with it. Pretend like you're a little kid that you have it. Remember when you used to do that? You did it naturally because the ascending reticular formation of you was still working. You didn't shut it down. All right. So I want you to start using affirmations, money affirmations. And some of us think, oh, that's so hokey. It is not. It is the thing that wakes your brain up and keeps your brain waves functioning in a way that creates your future. What I'm teaching you to do today in this activation is I'm teaching you to place energy into your future instead of being a slave of your past. Place your energy how you think, what you want to think about, the money that you want into the future as a moment in time, instead of being a slave of the past. And your brain will wake up in a different way. And that one little thing, if you start doing this 5 minutes a day, this is such great news. It will change your behaviors. It will change your actions. This one little thought that you do 5 minutes a day about what wealth you want, how fun it is, will change everything. And you will have new behaviors, new actions. It's a new loop and pattern of behaving. It'll change your personality, and you'll come at this and be happier, and you're going to have more money right away. This is an absolute wealth wealth activation that I just gave you. And here's what I want you to do. On Wednesday of this week, I'm doing like an intensive time with a group of people, a group of amazing women. It's called the Quantum Wealth Evolution. And I'm helping you with all of these concepts to actually take them and apply them and bring it forward and create money like almost in the minute. Like create what you want. And one of the reasons that women don't have more money is we, for some reason, people please and we don't talk about it. We like get scared to say what we really want or how we really want it. You can be in a room full of men and they'll talk very differently about money than women do. So we've got to change that and get okay with it and talk about money and be okay with it and be excited about it and wealth and quantum fields and the opulence of it all. So I'm helping you do that. And the outcome is, write this down. The outcome is you will have money coming to you before we have the end of the class. You will know how to create it, how to be in the quantum field, and you will stay in a state of activation and change your financial picture and future. All right. So this is the Quantum Wealth Evolution. Starts on Wednesday at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I'll put the link in when I get done. I want you to be part of that. If you liked what I did today, it's going to be times 20 and you will love it. And you're going to be around a group of people that will love it. We're going to talk manifestation. We're going to talk money. We're going to talk filling our bank accounts, and I'm going to explode your freaking income. You're going to have shit tons of money. All right. I'm Paula Bullen. This is Money Manifestation Monday. I hope everybody loves it. Joyce, I've loved having you with me. Thank you for all the interaction. I'll put the link in. I hope you join me. And anybody that comes on later and replay, let me know. We'll talk soon. Bye. Keep the activation going. Stay grateful. 5 minutes a day, the visualization. Think about what you want and put the energy toward it instead of toward your past.